Have you ever looked at your savings account and thought, I'm doing exactly what everyone told me to do? I'm saving money every month. So why does it still feel like I'm falling behind? If that sounds familiar, you're asking one of the most important financial questions you can ask. For decades, we've been told that saving money is the key to financial success. Save for emergencies. Save for retirement. Save for a rainy day. And while saving is absolutely important, there is one major problem that almost nobody talks about. If all you're doing is saving, your money may actually be losing value every single year. Think about it. 10 years ago, $20 filled a grocery bag. Today, that same $20 might only buy a handful of items. Your money didn't shrink, but what it can buy certainly did. That's called purchasing power, and it's quietly changing your financial future whether you realize it or not. Today, we're going to talk about why simply saving money isn't enough anymore, how inflation slowly reduces the value of idle cash, and what you can do to make your money work harder instead of sitting still. This isn't about taking unnecessary risks or gambling your future. It's about understanding the difference between protecting your money and growing your money. Once you understand this simple concept, you'll begin looking at every dollar differently. Saving is still important, but where you save it, why you save it, and what you expect that money to do matters more than ever before. Before we go any further, let's be clear about something. Saving money is absolutely necessary. Everyone should have an emergency fund. Unexpected expenses happen. Cars break down. Medical bills appear. Appliances fail. Job situations change. Having cash available protects you from relying on credit cards and high-interest debt during difficult times. But that's where many people stop. They build a savings account and assume their financial work is finished. The problem is that money sitting in a traditional savings account often earns less than the rate at which everyday prices increase over time. Imagine putting $10,000 into an account and feeling good because the balance never goes down. On the surface, that sounds like success. But if the cost of housing, groceries, healthcare, insurance, and transportation continue rising faster than your money grows, your purchasing power quietly declines. The number on your screen stays the same, but what those dollars can actually buy becomes smaller. That's why it's important to understand that every dollar should have a purpose. Some money should protect you. Some money should pay your bills. Some money should eliminate debt. And some money should grow. Financial success isn't about putting every dollar into one place. It's about assigning every dollar the job that best supports your long-term goals. Once you stop thinking of money as one giant pile and begin giving each dollar a purpose, everything starts making much more sense. One of the biggest reasons people feel like they're falling behind is inflation. Inflation simply means the average cost of goods and services increases over time. While inflation rates change from year to year, the long-term reality is that prices generally trend upward. That means today's dollar usually buys less in the future than it buys today. Imagine putting $100 under your mattress for 20 years. 20 years later, it's still $100. But what can that $100 actually buy? Probably much less than it could when you first saved it. That's because inflation quietly reduces purchasing power over time. It doesn't happen overnight, which makes it easy to ignore. But year after year, the effects compound. This is why wealthy people don't simply accumulate cash. They put money to work. They understand that idle money slowly loses strength over time. Now, this doesn't mean every dollar should be invested. Emergency funds exist for stability, not growth. But money that isn't needed for years may deserve a different job. Understanding this balance is one of the biggest mindset shifts in personal finance. It's not about avoiding savings. It's about avoiding letting large amounts of money sit idle without a reason. Every financial decision should answer one simple question. What job is this money supposed to perform? Once you start asking that question, you'll make much smarter financial decisions. One of the best ways to build wealth is by creating different categories for your money instead of treating it all the same. First, keep an emergency fund in a safe, accessible account where you can reach it quickly if life happens. That money is insurance, not an investment. Second, Maintain your regular checking account for monthly expenses and everyday bills. Third, begin putting long-term money into investments that have the potential to grow over many years. This could include retirement accounts, diversified investment funds, or other long-term investment vehicles that align with your goals and risk tolerance. The key idea is that each dollar has a different mission. Emergency dollars protect you. Spending dollars keep your life running. Investment dollars help build your future. When you separate your money this way, you stop expecting one account to accomplish everything. Too many people expect their savings account to provide safety, growth, flexibility, and income all at once. No single account can do every job perfectly. Building wealth is really about assigning money to the right places based on the purpose it serves. Once your financial system has structure, your money becomes much more effective. Many people hear conversations about investing and immediately assume they need thousands of dollars to get started. That's simply not true. Building wealth is usually the result of consistency, rather than large amounts of money. Even small contributions made regularly can grow over long periods of time because of compounding. Compounding occurs when your money earns returns, and those returns begin earning returns of their own. Time becomes one of your greatest financial assets. The earlier you begin, the harder your money works for you. Don't focus on trying to become wealthy overnight. Focus on building systems that allow you to consistently move money toward your future. Automate contributions whenever possible. Increase them as your income grows. Continue learning about investing while maintaining a healthy emergency fund and managing debt responsibly. Remember, financial progress doesn't happen because of one perfect decision. It happens because hundreds of good decisions are repeated over many years. That's how ordinary people build extraordinary financial futures. They don't chase shortcuts. They trust consistent habits. The sooner you understand the difference between saving and growing your money, the sooner you'll begin making decisions that improve your future instead of simply preserving the present. Saving money is one of the most important financial habits you can develop. But don't stop there. Understand the purpose behind every dollar you own. Some money protects you. Some money pays your bills. Some money eliminates debt. And some money should be working hard to build your future. If all of your money is sitting in one place, doing one job, it may be time to rethink your financial strategy. Learning how money works is one of the greatest investments you can ever make because that knowledge continues paying you for the rest of your life. Start asking better questions. Start assigning every dollar a purpose. Start building systems instead of relying on hope. If this video helped you understand why saving alone isn't enough, subscribe to the Daily Yield for practical strategies on budgeting, saving, investing, paying off debt, and building long-term wealth. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. Were you surprised to learn that saving money alone may not be enough to stay ahead over time? Let's continue learning together and helping one another build stronger financial futures because we are building real financial progress, one step at a time. If you're ready to stop letting your money sit still and start making it work for your future, subscribe to the Daily Yield for practical strategies that simplify investing, budgeting, saving, and building lasting wealth. Comment below. My money needs a job if you're ready to give every dollar a purpose.